My goal for right now is just to survive. Survive the mountain. Hello and welcome to a new video. If you're new here, my name is Nera and I'm currently in Japan on a working holiday visa. I'm not gonna lie, I have not been the best at vlogging while I've been here. Last time we spoke, I was in Tokyo. It was like the middle of December and I just arrived. And right now it is the 3rd of February. So, I've been in Japan for 7 weeks already, which is insane. I don't understand how fast the time has gone by. But yeah, after Tokyo, I traveled over to Hakuba and that's where I'm currently at. I'm working a ski season, so I'll be here for a total of 3 months and I'm about halfway through now, which is again insane. I don't know how time is just doing its thing, I guess. But I figured it was finally time to bring you guys along as well and introduce you to Hakuba and what I've been up to. So with the work that I'm doing, I usually have 4 days of work and then 2 days off. And today is my first out of those 2 days off. So it's actually the middle of the day right now. It is 3:30 and I was out on the mountain earlier today, just like snowboarding. Today was such a beautiful day. The sun was shining. It was like nice and warm and not too windy. So I'm really happy with that. I think I was out for about like 4 or 5 hours, honestly. So I'm a bit tired right now, but I do still have some things I want to do with the rest of the day and I figured I would take you guys along, and tomorrow you'll get to come along as I spend a day out on the mountain again. So there will be some snowboarding later on in this video, just stay tuned for that. But first things first, I do need to go grocery shopping, so I'm actually getting ready to head out shortly and I figured I would take you guys along. Ooh, and one more thing, I'm using my new camera today. So if you didn't see my last video, I bought myself a DJI Osmo 360 while I was in Tokyo, and I mean, I've used it out on the slopes, I've played around with it and I think it's super fun, but I have not actually used it for vlogging before, so I figured I would try it out for this vlog. So let me know what you guys think. But yeah, let's go shopping.
Duffel bag filled to the T. When I look at what I see, I could truly say that's all me. Pack my things up, make some pit stops. Catch me in the hilltops on the side of the country. Came back from being down 1-3. We the 16 Cavaliers, whole team hungry. Keep the family roots like we came from one tree. One branch, one leaf. Had to embark on this voyage. Double parked in the tourist. Thank the ones before us to let us peep this was for us. Turn porous into pour up. Nas Bellinis in 3 letters, what they call us. She in bikinis, I make it rain in her for us. Tropical forecast where the water be the purest. Can't get back time watching your wrist. Stay nourished. All that music brought us and it taught us. Spread it to your sons and daughters, cause my duffel bag filled to the T. When I look at what I see, I could truly say that's all me.
Alright, it was a little bit colder than I had anticipated, so I put on my buff and my gloves as well. On my way to the supermarket, it is a bit of a walk, I'm not gonna lie. It takes about 35 to 40 minutes to go there actually, but it's still nice out, so I don't mind it. It's a nice little walk actually. And on the way, we're also gonna stop off at the 7-Eleven because they do have some things there that I want to get. I hope they have it because it's my new obsession. I love it, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, that was actually ridiculous. Like the line inside of 7-Eleven. I'm also realizing now that I'm going to the supermarket at the worst possible time because everyone and their mother is gonna be there. Let's see, right now it is, yeah, it's the worst. It's 20 to 5 and the slopes closed like an hour or so ago. So now people have sort of like gone home, relaxed for a bit, and now everyone is out to shop. And apparently so am I. But we got the goods at 7-Eleven. First of all, I wanted to get one of these onigiris for tomorrow. And I mean, 7-Eleven has the best ones. So kind of just had to do what I had to do. But my new obsession is this right here, and inside this bag we have the most delicious piece of curry bread ever to exist. I'm gonna eat it like now. It looks like this, and I mean, this is just everything you could ever dream for in a piece of bread. Do you hear that crunch? So this is what it looks like. It's just like the perfect combination of savory and like sweet and a little bit of spicy, crunchy, warm, soft on the inside. It's so good. So yeah, this is my new obsession. So if you find yourself in Japan and happen to come across a 7-Eleven, this is a must. So yeah, this and the onigiri was the reason that I went to 7-Eleven. Was it worth standing in line for like 15 minutes? Honestly, yeah. Yeah, it was. I'm so happy. This is delicious. But now we're going to the supermarket. I'm just bracing myself for the amount of people. So that should be fun. But yeah, we're almost there. Let's keep walking. So good. So that was extremely overstimulating, and now it's nighttime. Oh wow. Yeah, there was a lot of people, let's just say that. And now there's sirens. Now I just want to get home, but it's gonna take me like 35-40 minutes, so I'm gonna do an audiobook and just walk home, and I'll see you once I get home. And I'm back. It is currently 6:30. Let's do a grocery haul. So first things first, I started off by going to 7-Eleven, as you saw, where I got the onigiri and the curry bread. The onigiri is actually for tomorrow because this is such a nice and just simple thing to bring with you on the slopes. So yeah, this will be my lunch for tomorrow. I chose the shrimp and mayonnaise onigiri because this is, in my opinion, the absolute best onigiri that there is at 7-Eleven. So that's the one. And the onigiri together with the curry bread cost a total of 360 yen. So I think that's pretty good. As for the supermarket, we have a decent chunk of beef. I'm planning on making a Japanese beef curry tonight, so I bought quite a lot of ingredients for that, and this is one of them. Then we have bananas, more bananas. I also got some of these. Usually I get apples, but they were out of apples and I wanted more fruit, so I just bought these ones. I also got myself some raisin bread. If you know, you know. So that's nice. Then we have some potatoes, also for the curry. Onions, carrots, also for the curry. And this, cannot make a Japanese curry without curry cubes, or at least I don't know how to, so these ones are my favorite. And I also got some tteokbokki. I really want to get like bigger bags of these, but I haven't been able to find any, so this is kind of just a serving. However, I did come across this bag as well, which I haven't seen before. It's a little bit bigger than this, but not that much. So I got this one as well. The only downside with this one is that it doesn't come with the sauce, and this one does. So I'll have to figure out what I'm gonna do with these ones, but I really like tteokbokki, and it's really just such an easy comfort food. So I like to have at least one pack of these at home. And then I also just got 2 tubs of yogurt. I really wish they had bigger tubs of these because this is what I eat for breakfast pretty much every single day, and I could have easily gone through a bigger one without it going bad, but yeah, they just have these small ones, so I tend to stock up on these. And yeah, that was everything I got at the supermarket, and it ended up being a total of 3,871 yen. I think it's pretty decent. I should probably get started with the curry. Like I said, it's 6:30. It usually takes about an hour and a half for me to make the curry, and the reason I know that is because I've made this Japanese beef curry so many times. It's actually gone to the point where my housemate has started making fun of me for always making curry, but I mean, what can I say? It's delicious. So yeah, I think that's the plan for the rest of the day. Now let's go downstairs and make some curry. I just want to put out that I am in no way claiming to be an authentic Japanese curry expert, and this is simply how I make my curry. I start off by washing the rice and popping it into the rice cooker, since this one usually takes a really long time. Then I chop the beef into bite-sized pieces, wash the cutting board, and slice up some onions. The beef goes into a pan on medium-high heat until it's gotten some color on all sides. Then I take it off the heat and fry the onions for a couple of minutes. Once the onions are soft, the beef goes back into the pan and I cover it with water, lowering the temperature to a simmer and then covering it with a lid. While the beef is simmering, I peel and prep my vegetables of choice, which are carrots, potatoes, eggplant, and mushrooms. I've read somewhere that the key to getting really tender beef is to let it simmer on low heat for as long as possible, so I just let it simmer until I'm too hungry or out of patience. Or both. And then I add the rest of the vegetables. I put the lid back on to let it steam and boil down a bit, and once that's done, I give it a good stir. When the carrots and potatoes are just about ready, I add a little bit of ketchup for sweetness, and then it's time for the star of the show. Chopping up the curry cubes is totally optional, but I just think they melt and mix a lot quicker when I do that, and this is where the magic happens. Because once the curry cubes has been added, this dish goes from murky looking meat water to a rich and creamy curry that smells absolutely incredible. So I just give it a couple of minutes to really come together, and then it's time for plating. Okay, that took way longer than I would have liked it to, but I am finally done, and I now have curry for an entire village, or for me, for the next 5 days. This is the finished product. If you guys could smell what I'm smelling right now, it's amazing. But I'm not just gonna eat it like this. I am also gonna add some pickled daikon, as well as another one of my current obsessions, these pickled plums. I don't know if you typically eat this with curry. I know the daikon is something you would typically put onto the curry, but the plums, I'm not sure, but I really enjoy them. So I'm gonna put some of those onto it as well. And by some, I mean like an unhealthy amount. But you know what? It's my food and I'm gonna eat it however I want to. And I wanna eat it with an unhealthy amount of daikon. I think daikon might actually be good for you. I'm not sure. I feel like it might be, but I might also just be making it up. In any case, I'm gonna eat a lot of them. And there we have it. The finished product. Incredible. I am so excited to just dig in, and that is exactly what I'm gonna do right now. So itadakimasu. It's so good. Like I said, I've eaten this so much already, but honestly, if I had to pick one food that I would have to eat for the rest of my life, this would be it. I just don't see myself getting tired of it. Delicious. I'm gonna finish this and then probably just watch some Netflix until it's time for bed. And yeah, I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow for a full day out on the slope. I think the weather is gonna be pretty nice. Yeah, it's probably gonna be a bluebird day tomorrow, which I am so excited about. So I will see you guys tomorrow, which will be in a second. Bye for now. And just like that is the next day and time to eat some breakfast. We got quite a table here. I sliced up some apples. We also have yogurt that I'll be eating with some granola. And then of course we have the raisin bread that I'll kind of just slice up and put some butter on. And most importantly, my coffee. So I'm gonna try to just inhale all of this so I can get ready and head to the mountain because it is looking so nice out today. Like there is not a cloud in the sky. So I'm really excited. So yeah, let's eat and then hit the slopes. Beautiful day. I could have taken the shuttle bus, however, I would have had to wait like 13 minutes or something, and I mean it takes 15 minutes to walk up to the mountain, so I'm just gonna walk. So let's go. It's been like 3 seconds and I'm way too hot, so I'm just opening for all the ventilation, but we're there in a little bit, so it's gonna be so much fun. I'm excited. Alrighty. I am absolutely sweating, but we made it.
I've been pacing my paces, no kamikaze. I've been making my makers say what I'm offering. We've all had behaviors and they were troubling. Smoke way too much, I keep coughing. I pull out all the stops to make a profit. When I get down to the bottom, I need topping. Come here and ease my mind, be my clonopin. Let me chug this thing and be proud of it. I will carve it in and I'll make you feel like you on the cloud. And you can't sit still when we on the floor. When I'm on them fours, when you use the force, there's no problem. I will carve it in and I'll make you feel like you on the cloud. And you can't sit still when we on the floor. When I'm on them fours, when you use the force, there's no problem. Fill me up like a Reese's. When I'm with you, I'm holier than Jesus. Religious freedom, paid leave to get on my knees and pray to you if you're cool with cosplaying teacher. I don't mean to come across facetious, but it's all a joke to me and it should be to all of these. Sometimes I think it's the only way to stay decent. When the wind blowing that way, we ought to brave the breezes. I will carve it in and I'll make you feel like you on the cloud. And you can't sit still when we on the floor. When I'm on the floor, when you use the force, there's no problem. Last night got me weird, and I still got some fears. Oh, but you don't love me like I love you, and that always gets me down. I will carve it in and I'll make you feel like you on the cloud. And you can't sit still when we on the floor. When I'm on the force, when you use the force, there's no problem. I will carve it in and I'll make you feel like you on the cloud. And you can't sit still when we on the floor. When I'm on the force, when you use the force, there's no problem.
That was fun, but I think it's time to take a break and eat some food. Back at it. It is currently 12 o'clock, so I've been out for about 3 hours now. I am starting to get a little tired, so I probably shouldn't do that much more, but I do want to get a few laps in at the park, so that's what we're gonna do. Hopefully I won't fall too much, but I mean, it's kind of part of it, so we'll just see, I guess. We'll just see. I won't do anything crazy though, but yeah, let's have some fun in the park.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but your words can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me. No, I ain't been right more than I've been wrong, and it still can't hurt me. No, it just can't hurt me. No. Ooh, no, you just can't hurt me. No, you just can't. can't hurt me, no, no, no. I know it's hard to be polite, and it's easy being petty. My mama used to tell me, gotta use you when he ready. Man, it's crazy how my
Okay, this is so much fun. The 180s are starting to feel pretty solid. I will say, like, the last 2 rails still definitely makes my heart race. Like the thick one at the end, and then also that one. Those ones are fucking scary, but I've decided that I'm just gonna go for it. I mean, I can do it, but they're terrifying. But yeah, I figured if I just keep doing them, then they'll be less scary eventually. But so far, still very much scary. I do want to try to make a few board slides, at least on the boxes. We'll see how that goes. Usually board slides are when I start to eat so much shit, and that sucks because it hurts. But I mean, I can't get good at it if I don't try or if I don't practice, so yeah. Oh my god, these people are crazy. But yeah, 180s on the jumps, and then some board slides on the boxes, and the last 2 rails I'm just gonna try to not die, and we'll see how that goes. Something I found really interesting about the park is how much of it is actually in your head. Like, you come up with this idea of a trick that you want to do, you visualize it and try to figure out what you need to do to get it done, and then you also have to somehow convince your brain to not freak out and actually commit to the thing that you're attempting. I had this one very specific trick in mind that I really wanted to do on the double box, so I did all the steps. I knew what I wanted to do and I knew how to do it, so the only thing left was for me to get my body to actually do it as well, which is definitely the part that's easier said than done. Yeah, almost. But I tried, and I tried again, and again, until it eventually started to click, which I was so stoked about. Then a few more laps with a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Ouch. Okay, that did not go as planned, like whatsoever. I came into it at the completely wrong angle, and yeah, ate shit, as you could see. Let's try that again, and let's try not to smash my tailbone, because that shit hurt. But yeah, one more go, one more go, one more go. You know, when you're like, I'm pretty tired, I probably shouldn't do one more lap, and you decide to do one more lap, you should never do that fucking lap. I just fell so hard, like hit myself in the face. Oh, and my camera fell off my fucking helmet, so that's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna head down to the lift and then like make my way down the mountain. I might get a black eye from this. Whoa, that one hurt. Also, like, lost my breath completely. I think I like hit myself in the rib as well. But like, this is not good. I can't really see myself, but I feel like this is not great. That's also why you wear fucking goggles. Had I not, I would have like lost an eye. Oh yeah, for sure I'm gonna get a black eye. I hit myself so hard. Just like instant bruise. Yeah, no, that's 3rd black eye. I cannot with myself. Like, I'm okay, but it fucking hurt. Okay, let's get down. Whoa. Cool. Okay, I made it down to the lift. The only downside with being in the park is that I'm literally on the other side of the mountain from where I need to be to go back down. So I need to go all the way up, like to the very top of the mountain, and then down on the other side to get back home again. But I figure we'd just take it slow
Also, I think it might be a good idea to ice my eye. So I picked up some ice. Why am I like this? Like, I feel like it doesn't really do anything through this, but it might be too cold if I just have it directly onto the skin. I think you're not supposed to do that. But then again, you're probably also not supposed to hit yourself in the face. So, I don't know. Also, you know how I said that like it was 12 o'clock and I would do a few laps, but probably not too much because I've been out for 3 hours. Yeah, that was almost 2 hours ago. It is 20 to 2 right now, and I started snowboarding at like 9, so you can do the math on that one. Oh my god, these people are insane. Yeah, not doing any more jumps today, that's for sure. I'm just gonna go up to the top and then make my way down slowly. Okay, believe it or not, but I actually decided to be a tiny bit responsible. So I'm taking the gondola down. I am not snowboarding down this mountain because it's a really long mountain. And like, I feel okay. I can still see, but my eye is like itching a little bit and feels like it's tearing up a little bit as well. So I figured we can at least make one good decision today. So yeah, we're taking the gondola down. It's actually a really nice gondola ride, and I mean usually you don't take it down, so you don't really see this part of the view. But have a look. Gorgeous. This is not how I thought the day would end. At all. But I mean, it's still been a really good day. Like, I've had so much fun. And again, like, the weather's been amazing. The sun has been out. I have not seen a cloud all day. It's just been really warm and nice and fun. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Again, why am I like this? I'm also kind of, I wouldn't say excited, but I am a little bit excited to get home and like actually watch the footage to see if you can see like how badly I fell on that jump. Because obviously my camera was recording, it did fall off of my helmet, but I don't know, I guess we'll see what it caught and what it didn't. But yeah, I think I'm done filming for now, so I'll see you guys once I'm home. Ugh. Okay, I am back home now, and I have been for a while actually. It's almost 7. Once I got home, I took a shower, got some food, and then I've kind of just been relaxing. I think once the adrenaline sort of left my body, I just got so exhausted, and I started to be able to like feel my body again and feel how sore I am, because I am so sore. But yeah, the state of my eye right now, I think it got a little bit more color, but so far nothing crazy. Not super swollen either, which I'm happy about, but it's usually worse the day after, so I guess I'll just have to see what it's like tomorrow morning. And yeah, I'm able to say usually because this isn't my first time getting a black eye. I have in fact face planted before, and actually on the same side as well, but that time it got like super swollen, and yeah, it really started to like develop the day after. So we'll see how this one goes. Like I said, I am sore, but other than that, like, I'm as fine as I could be, I guess. I rewatched the video and you can't really see the whole fall because obviously once the camera fell off of my helmet, the video is super bad. But from what I can see and also from what I can remember, I can kind of puzzle it together and figure out how I fell. First of all, it was really stupid because once I got to the start of the jump, someone else had fallen and she was kind of laying in the landing area. So obviously we weren't like jumping, no one else was going. We were kind of just standing and waiting. And she was there for quite some time, and I kind of thought, okay, maybe I'll just skip the jump, maybe I'll just go to the next features. But I was also like, I really want to do this jump. So I kept on waiting and waiting until she moved out of the way. And then I did my jump, which ended how it ended. So had I just ignored that first jump, I might have not ended up like this. But yeah, I mean, it happens. It's a part of it. I was also starting to get pretty tired. Like, I could feel myself kind of zoning out while I was sitting on the lift because I was just like really tired. So yeah, I mean, I probably shouldn't have done that run, but here we are. You live and you learn. But yeah, I figured I would sort of explain my jump or my fall, I guess, as best as I can. I think I need to stand up for this one. Okay. I was jumping and I was going into its switch, which means that I was going sort of the wrong way, or the less comfortable way for me to ride at least. And in my jump, I wanted to turn around to do a 180 and land on my good side. However, as I was taking off on the jump, I had way too much weight on my back foot. So after jumping and turning, when I landed, I once again had way too much weight on my back foot. And you can kind of see it in the video, but I was basically balancing on like the edge of my board, and that's not how you're supposed to land at all. Like, that is just a recipe for disaster, as you could see. So once I kind of hit the ground, my board just completely slid away from under me, and I sort of kept turning towards the jump or the landing area. First of all, I elbow myself into the ribs super hard. Then I hit the ground. My hand lands first, and then I slam my face into my fist, basically. So as a result of that, I have this black eye. What I remember from the actual jump, because obviously it happened super, super fast, but I remember noticing as I'm landing that, oh shit, I'm like on the edge of the board, I'm gonna slip. And then I obviously feel my face like smashing onto my fist. Once that's sort of settled in, I'm just struck by the fact that I cannot breathe. Like, I'm completely out of breath. And after I'd come home and sort of rewatched the video, I was a bit confused as to why I lost my breath, because I didn't like fall super hard on my stomach or anything like that. So I couldn't really make sense of that. But as I was sort of like just feeling through my body to see if I was hurt anywhere else, I noticed that when I put my arm towards my side like this, I was super sore, like all the way down here. And that's like exactly where my arm would have landed for me to elbow myself in the stomach or like into my ribs, because this is the side where I also like really felt an impact as I was landing. So yeah, I just elbowed myself into the ribs and slammed my face down into my fist. 10 out of 10, would not recommend. But I also think that this is a great opportunity to remind you guys that helmets are not stupid. Goggles are not stupid. It is protection gear, and it is something that could potentially save your life out on the mountain. I see so many people that are just skiing and snowboarding around in like beanies or caps or like sunglasses or without anything on their eyes. And I just find that to be so crazy, because falling is a part of the sport. And especially if you're trying to improve or try to learn new tricks, and if you spend a lot of time in the park, like, you will fall. And sometimes you will fall pretty fucking hard. It does not matter if you're a great snowboarder or a great skier or you know how to fall properly. Like, shit happens. And for people to not wear a helmet or not wear goggles because, oh, it doesn't look cool or whatever, I just find that to be completely mind-blowing. Like, there is a reason that you usually have to take out extra insurance if you go on a ski trip. These things are oftentimes considered an extreme sport, and for damn good reason. Like, we are zooming down mountains on these sticks that we have attached to our feet. Why would you not be wearing protection gear? I just cannot understand. So yeah, I am a strong advocate of helmets, goggles, and back protection, and you will never catch me snowboarding without these 3 things on. But yeah, that was my little rant about protection gear. But other than that, like I mentioned in the gondola, it's been a great day. I mean, it ended like it ended, and that is unfortunate, but I'm just happy that I was able to walk away from that situation relatively okay. Like, I was able to snowboard away from there. I was able to take the lifts up and down and make my way home, and like, I'm okay. I'm a bit sore, and I am a bit curious as to what this will look like tomorrow morning. If it develops into something, I will of course insert like pictures and videos here. Don't worry about that. Okay, quick little update. It's the next day now, and this is what it looks like. It's honestly not that bad. I thought it would be a lot worse. I was really worried about the swelling, but I also tried to sleep with my head like super elevated, so I like lifted up my mattress, and I don't know, that might have helped. The swelling is not bad at all, I would say. It is still a bit sore, and obviously there is a bit of color. I don't really care about the color. I was more so worried about the swelling, so I'm happy that it's nothing crazy. And yeah, back to the outro. I find it a bit difficult to vlog when I'm sort of in the same place for a longer amount of time, because here I sort of have like my routine. I have my job, and on my free days I kind of just do the same things, so I don't really know what would be interesting to see. So if you have any suggestions or any videos that you want me to make, please leave a comment down below and I'll see if that's something I can do. At the moment, I think I'm a bit better at filming and creating short form content, and those things I do post on my other platforms, which are are mainly Instagram, but I've also started with TikTok as of recently. So if you're interested in that, you can also just head over there to see what I'm up to. And yeah, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, this is the first time I've used this new camera to actually vlog. So let me know what you thought of that. And yeah, I guess that's it. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And as always, if you want to see more of this, whatever the hell this is, then stay tuned, stick around, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Whoa, that's good. I have work tomorrow. Oh, shit. Whoa. Life. I haven't edited it yet. Edited it yet. Why am I like this? Why is it so foggy? Jag tror jag fick med allting nu. Someone's watching me. This is awkward. I have a headache. Oh yeah, I might have also given myself a concussion. Like, I don't even know.